Hello, hi, Akhilesh is also there. I also joined with the same ID, so okay.
You can.
Yep.
Hello, Akhilesh sir.
So,
Hi Akash. Hi Shreyash, Priya, Yashashvi.
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi, sir.
Let's start. Vinith, what are you going to teach us today?
uh, I have something in DAX to cover up for today. Hello, Muthu. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, fine, Vinith. How are you? Good
Good,
evening,
good.
sir.
Hello, hello, Muthu, sir.
Hi.
Okay, let's get started. It's already recording. Yeah, Vinith, you
Yeah, I
start.
have already started. Yeah. Okay. So let me share my screen. Hmm. Okay, guys, those who were there in the previous sessions, um, you remember that we discussed that we will try to touch up some DAX functions, right? I'll use the same model so that you people will be you might have that model with you or that file with you. I had shared it on the chat, and for those who are new to the session, I will share this file again later. Okay, so to start with, we had covered the modeling section last time, if you remember. Right? We had learned what is that one-to-one functions, one-to-many, and how this relationship gets established, and what is the importance of this arrow, this directions, how this direction work. We can come to our results in both ways, like we can derive to our results in any manner. We can make it as both ways relationship, or we can join transactional table to a transactional table. Then also we can get the result which we are looking for, but they might not be the appropriate way to get the results. And we may face difficulties later on when we try to apply some securities, row level securities, or permissions to be given to the dashboard when we share the dashboard to multiple users, right? So these details we had already covered up, and we also saw how this relationship affects the result. And then we created the relationship to the master, and how important is that, and how that is means how is that the proper way to derive our results. So here you can see, I'll once again show you the model. We don't need to focus on all the tables for today's session to understand, but in simple words, this is our this again um Microsoft's test database of AdventureWorks. So F sales contains all the sales informations, okay, and the sales information with the order quantity, the territory. There's a key available over here, customer key, product key, and for this we have masters. So for the customer key, we will have a corresponding customer name. For territory key, we will have a corresponding territory information like the region or the country. Similarly, for products, we will have the product name, the sub-product, or the main product category. All this information will be available in the product master. So order quantity is the one which actually gives us the total sales. Okay. So now this is our table, and in this table, as I said, the related tables are the products table where we have the product information. We don't need to focus on all the columns as of now. We just need to understand that product key is the one which is actually mapping with the sales table. Okay. Uh, then coming to subcategories, and this is the sub hierarchy of product subcategories and the categories. Okay. And territory is again, territory is simple. Territory key we have the region, country, all this information. Now, say for example, we had tried some, I'll come to this one later. Let me take a table over here. So far, when we try to get any measure, how we normally do, we actually, let's say for example, we want to get the um, total sales quantity. So what we normally do is we go to our F sales and we just simply bring in
Right.
our order quantity, right? So we simply drag in our order quantity and it gives us the sum of order quantity, right? Simple. And again, here we can control like whether we want the sum or the average, maximum, count distinct or the total count, all this information, right? So that is our implicit way of getting the uh, quantities or the measure, you can see. That is, we call it as implicit measures. What is the other way of getting the same thing? That is explicit measures. Okay. And what is the advantage of having an explicit measure? Why can't we always use the implicit measures? See, the one advantage is the explicit measures or the DAX, the data analytic expressions, is they are reusable. You can reuse them. Okay, you can call a function inside another function, which you cannot do it for the implicit measures. Okay, so that is one main advantage. Second, you just need to do the formatting. Even if you apply some formatting on a particular DAX formula, you just need to apply it one place and that will be applied on all the visuals wherever that DAX measure is being used. Okay, so that is the second advantage of having the DAX measures. But people very rarely prefer DAX measures to be used. Why? They're a little complex, I would say, but they're tricky. But once you try to understand them and get the uh, basic understanding of how the DAX works, then you might feel interesting and you might try to use them more and more. Okay, so today we will start with some simple DAX functions and how they work. So here, to get the total order quantity using a DAX function, what I will write is, I have already written over here, so I can just simply mm, tell you, like in simple words. If I write a DAX function, I'll say total order QTY 01 equals to, I already have this total order quantity defined over here. That's why I'm writing as total order quantity 01. So in very simple function, I can say sum of what? Total order quantity, right? So the order quantity from this F sales table. So while writing the DAX, it is always good to put the table name. Okay. So F sales order quantity and bracket close. This is a very simple function. Okay. And if I press enter, so here is my total order quantity. Okay. And DAX doesn't require, means this DAX can be saved. Why did I save this DAX function over here in under this custom table 00 DAX? There is no table as such as 00 DAX. This is actually F sales, and this total order quantity actually refers to this F sales. So why did I go and saved it here, right? DAX can be saved anywhere. DAX can be saved under any table. Doesn't matter. This is actually, the name itself is dynamic. Okay, so it is actually dynamically executing whatever you are writing inside this formula. You might refer multiple tables inside the same DAX function. So at that time, where will you save? You will be referring multiple tables, but at the end of the day, you need to save it in only one place, right? So different people prefer different ways of saving the DAX. I prefer saving all the DAX at one place so that it is very easy to refer them. Again, recently, you also have the option to group the DAX functions into one folder. You can save them under one folder. The related DAX measures can be saved in one folder. I will show you later. So now, this is simple sum function, those which is very similar to what you use in Excel. Now, if I use this DAX into our table, it also gives me the same results, 84,174. And I can apply formatting to it, right? which I can apply to this also. But again, I'm applying formatting to this one. And wherever I'll use this, automatically that formatting is applied. That is one advantage. And second advantage is I can use this DAX function anywhere. Means in another function as well. In a different DAX formula, I can refer this same DAX formula again. Okay, so this is clear. This sum function, very simple sum function. It's clear, right? Guys, yes, no?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes,
Simple.
yes.
Good. Great. Now, if I bring, right now it is 84,174. And if I bring it against the products, for example, this is product color. This product color is coming from where? Let me now delete this. Okay. Because now we are learning this DAX. So I'll just remove it. It is a simple table. It's a simple uh, table visual. And under the table visual, let's say I clear this. So let me bring in all the product colors. So now this product color is coming from our products table. And if I bring in this total order quantity 01, which we have recently created, if I bring it over here, it should give me the total sales against every product, right? Every product color. So if I bring it over here, it is giving me 84,174 against every product, which is not correct, right? So every product might have a different figure, but right now it is giving 84,174, same values everywhere. And those who had attended the last session with me, I had told you that whenever you see a different behavior where the same figure is repeated again and again, then that means what? First thing to be checked. What is the first thing to be checked?
Table relationship.
Exactly. Thanks. Good. Great, Kumar. That means a relationship is missing. A relationship is missing. That's why this is giving the same figure for all the products. So let's go back to the relationship model. Let's see whether there is a relationship between the sales quantities coming from F sales and our product. There is no connection between these two, right? So let's connect this first. So product key to the product key of M underscore products. So let's connect these two. Okay, so now this is one to many relationship, and the filter is flowing from this products table to F sales, right? So this is the direction of the filter. Now let's go back to our report view and see automatically, yes, I'm getting all the figures split it across all the product colors, black, blue, multi, NA, red, silver, all these are split. So this total order quantity measure is clear, right? This quantity 01 is clear to everyone, simple. So when it is repeating the same figures for all the products, that means either the relation is not correct, or maybe the second thing would be that the DAX formula might have gone wrong. Okay, but the first thing to be checked is whether the relationship is there or not. So we check the relationship is correct. Okay, done. Great. Now, what if I want to have the percentage of each product color against the total? Means how much percentage this black is sharing and how much percentage is the blue sharing against the total? How will we get that? What would be our simple formula for that? Can anyone tell me what would be the total, means what would be the formula for that?
You can tell the
This,
mathematical formula.
Divided by total.
Correct.
yeah, this divided by this. So how will I divide this with the 84,174? See, for example, I need to have this figure somewhere, 84,174 somewhere, so that I can divide it from this. Yeah. Okay, so 10,590 divided by 84,174. So I have to have that figure somewhere. But if I drag this anywhere to divide it, I will not get it. I'll get the same, because the moment I bring in over here, it is automatically filtering this measure, right? So I need to have 84,174 repeated again and again so that I can then divide this with this one. True? Agree? So how is that possible? Because the moment the DAX formula comes over here, every row is trying to filter it out. Basically, this 84,174 was there in every row, and this black is filtering, this blue is filtering that record and showing only the value for blue, only for multi, only for NA, only for red. But now I want these rows not to filter this total value. So how is that possible? And for that, we will use the father of DAX, we call it as the calculate function. Okay, so I have written this calculate function over here, and I'll explain the calculate function. How does that work? Okay, so this total order quantity is same. See here, the quantity 01 is the one which we had written, and the total order quantity which I had written before also was the same function, sum of order quantity, and we have named it as total order quantity. And now here in this total order quantity all, I am calling that function which I had written before. This is the reusability of the function which we have created. Okay, so I'm reusing it again, and I'm reusing it again under the calculate function. What if the calculate function is not there? If I simply call it, it will give me the same result. 10,000, sorry, I'll remove this and bring in over here. It gives me the same result because it is just calling the previous function which we had written with a different name. So there is no change in that. But now I'm using a calculate function, and under the calculate function, you can see you can write an expression, and there are multiple filter criteria which you can give to this function. Under the calculate function, you can write your expression, and that expression, after that expression, you can have multiple parameters, and that parameter can define the filter condition which you will specify over here. So what is the filter condition? My filter condition is derive the total order quantity for the entire table and don't filter it out. Don't filter with any product or nothing. Means I want the entire product table. So against the entire product table, what is the total sales quantity? That is 84,174. So what I will do, I have a function called all, and all will actually remove all the filters on the table. So here m underscore products, and if I say enter and see, this is all m underscore products. That means even if someone tries to apply some filter, clear that filter out. And then so you can see that no filters is applicable to this 84,174. So for every row, I'm getting the total sales quantity. So now this can help me in getting the percentage easily, right? Agreed, team? Was it simple or was it complex?
Yes.
Simple, right? So far we have understood it. Only thing is we use the function called calculate, and under the calculate we called the previously defined measure, the DAX function, the total order quantity. But now this time we said calculate this total order quantity, but just clear all the filters if any. If there is any filter applied to that, then clear that filter and then give me the total. So now this actually applies to even if I have a slicer. The slicer is again coming from the slicer contains this product color from the product master. Now if I select blue, gray, multi only, this only 4. Again, this is also filtering every measure. Okay, so here also it is actually this table is getting filtered out with the selection of this product color. But again, it doesn't affect my total order quantity. This total order quantity, you apply the filter from any side, it is giving you the total orders. Okay, from the product color specifically. But if you apply some other condition, it might not be applicable. Okay, because right now in our DAX function, we only said that give me the total order quantity for all products. Great. Now you can easily divide this total order quantity by total order quantity all, and you'll get the percentage, right?
Yes.
I have this. So here is, I have written it, total order quantity So we have a divide function. You can also use that slash way, but the advantage of having this divide function is it automatically handles your exception. If there is any divide by zero or divide by any null, any kind of exception comes, it automatically handles this exception and it will not give you any errors on the visual. So that is the advantage of having this divide function. And there is the third parameter also, which is not mandatory, which actually define like if there is any exception, what will be the alternate result which you want to display. Okay, so which is not mandatory. You can leave it as blank and you can use this total order quantity percentage simply to get your percentage contribution. Clear? We have learned 3 DAX functions. One, the very simple sum function. Second, the all function and the calculate. Calculate, you can say, is the master function or the father of DAX function, whatever you want to call it, is the main function which can actually um, you can use it properly to get any derived result, any desired result which you want. Okay, so here we only use the combination of calculate and this all function, which actually removes all the filters, any filters which is applied to that product table, and it gives the total result. Clear? So these 3 things are clear. Good, interesting.
Here.
Yeah.
How to calculate the total order quantities for black color. Now, currently we are able to see 10590 because we are using the black color in the table. That's why it is able to appear in the table.
Yeah.
But let's say we don't use that field product color or any filter like slicers and all. Then can we write the formula for black color order quantities?
Yeah. Yes, I had prepared that also. Only thing is I made it with for silver.
Okay,
Sum
fine.
X,
Yeah. So
Sum
before
X,
that, let
Sum X,
me. Yeah.
Sum X can be used.
Sum X. Okay. Sum X is different thing. Okay. I'll show you the sum X example later. Okay. So, but here if I have understood correctly, what Akhilesh is asking is, I only want the total of color black,
Only black
irrespective
color.
of any, even if blue comes or gray comes or multi comes, I just want to see the total for black, right?
Yeah, let me put it another way. I want to create a card where I want to show black quantities, black order quantities.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay. So let me first bring in I will show you the formula for, let's say, I will change it to black. Now, what is the difference over here? See, okay, let me show you with the silver because the name is also there. So I don't need to change that again. Okay. That's a silver. So let me show you the silver quantity. What is the silver's total quantity over here? Select it. Yeah. Okay. See, silver's total order quantity is what? 3257, right? So here, if I bring in a card, yeah, and bring in a card, and if I put the total order quantity over here, it is giving me 23K. That is actually the sum of all the selected ones. Okay, black, blue, all this. But actually, I don't want to show for all, but I actually want to show only the total of silver, which is actually 3257, right? So how can I write that? Basically, this is the formula for writing for
Can you
a
write it again if
particular.
possible, Vinit? Can you
Yes,
write
yes,
it again?
yes. Let me write it for black this time.
Okay.
So here I am adding a measure, total or quantity black. Okay, so we know that if we want to apply some filter on the main measure, then we are using the calculate function, right? So
Yes.
I'll start with the calculate. Calculate what? I'll reuse the formula, the total order quantity, which we had used before. So again, I can simply use this calculate directly like this also. And if I use only total order quantity like this, you see what is the effect. We write previously we had simply write sum of order quantity of F sales. We can also write calculate, under calculate and some order quantity, but we need to be very careful while using calculate because calculate is actually a row by row execution. Okay, so means I'm not getting into the detail to confuse you, but again, you get the result same. So here, um, if I replace this total order quantity with total order black, so result is same 23K. So this doesn't make any difference, but actually it actually takes additional time. Calculate with just encapsulating within calculate will take an additional time, which in small data set you will not notice, but when it comes to big data sets, it will affect. Okay, so now total order quantity. To remove the filter, we know that we can use all function to remove all the filters, but this time we want to apply a filter, but the filter condition, what we are giving over here in the calculate function. So here in simple words, if I say m underscore products color, product color is equals to black. Okay, so now this I have the total order quantity is there. Second, I'm applying a filter total product color, the m underscore products product color is equals to black. If I use this formula, now it is giving me 11K, that is 10,590. Okay, so it it doesn't matter means which all products has been applied, which all filters has been applied. It actually only works for black. If I drag this formula over here, you will better understand it. That I am saying now that in the formula, you can see that it doesn't matter which filter you are trying to apply. I am actually writing this for m underscore products black, and that black formula, black total is being displayed against every product color. But now, which is actually not correct in some sense that I only want to show black against this black, and the remaining one should be blank, shouldn't be showing the values, right?
Okay. Let me ask
Mm,
one more like enhancement to this question.
mm.
I want the total order quantities where color is black or blue.
Okay, black or blue.
Yes. So how will we write the
Uh,
condition?
okay, so we will write it here. Mm, eh, let me write in this way. Filter condition equals to this m underscore product.
It's there in the fourth position, top four.
Oh, sorry, product black color equals to blue. Okay, so
10 plus 3.7, it should be 14.2 something. 14.3. Yeah, that's correct.
yeah, 14K. Okay,
So guys, have you
that
seen
is,
one parameter which helps us to create OR situation? It is these
there
two
is,
vertical lines.
What
yeah,
is
these two
what
verticals,
is
or
this called? Two lines.
that is
Why these
actually this pipe, we call it as pipe.
5, 2, 5. Yeah.
pipe?
Okay, these are pipes. But again,
Yeah.
there is another way of writing it. Instead of writing this or condition like this for the same product, because if it is the same product, you can also write it in a different way. By using this curly brace. I believe this is the syntax. If not, we'll check later. So instead of equals to, we will use the condition in. Yeah, same. So instead of using that pipe icon for the same column with multiple values, you can also use in condition with this curly brace, and by comma separating the values. If there are multiple values, you don't need to write it multiple times or.
How many of you have studied Hindi?
But in this summary is wrote it in total order quantity for black only. Then we have to change to black and blue.
No, so first I asked about black. So he was only mentioning product color is equal to black. But then I
Then we
changed
have,
my, what
if
if it
we
is
are
black
changing,
or blue?
then we have to make new DAX, right?
Yeah, you can
Because
create a
we
new
are
measure.
modifying the same thing. We can make new one also if required.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It was just to test like how it works with multiple colors, if in case we want a multiple color.
Mhm.
Okay, so this part is clear. So similarly, this black, I had put an example with silver, which I will show you over here, because I have a series of things which actually will clarify what is the difference between various conditions which we write. So now you have understood how we write the function. So similarly here it is saying total order quantity where the product color is silver. So what value should we get here? If I
Silver.
put it over here, 3257. So 3257 is the silver's quantity, which is actually being shown on all the rows. Okay.
Okay.
And we know how it is being applied. And now the second thing is, how is this filtering working? When we give some conditions under the calculate function, m underscore products product color equals to silver, internally it actually splits into is another line of code, and that is actually it is using a separate function called filter. Okay, so if I write the same formula in a different way, best I'm just naming it as 02. So here, instead of writing it like this, what it is doing actually, see any filter on this row, this black filter is applied. The moment this black filter is applied on the total order quantity, it actually gives the total order quantity only for
Black.
uh, black color. This total order quantity only for blue color. Okay, and when I'm saying this, in when I'm saying that product color equals to silver, internally it means that I actually clear all the filter which is already been applied. That means I'm saying filter all m underscore products, all m underscore products, comma m underscore products, product color equals to silver.
EM is represent for measures.
Which
M is
no
the
no,
name
this
of
is
the
the table
table.
name.
Table.
Table name. I had given all the master table with M. The transactional tables or the fact tables, I have given the naming or the prefix with F. That's the only difference. Any name you can give according to your convenience, but this actually easily distinguish the masters and the transactions.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. So here, what I'm saying is, we know what all M underscore products do. What does it do? It actually clears all the filters,
Okay.
whatever filter is being applied to it, right? So even if this black filter is being applied, this all M underscore product clears it out, clear that filter and apply this filter. So automatically this silver filter is being applied to all the rows, even if, so in the first step, this black filter is being tried to be applied on the formula, but then this filter condition actually clears all the filter which is being applied externally, and then it actually applies this condition to it, m underscore products equals to silver.
So
Okay,
Vineet,
so
I
let's try.
have a very basic question here. If
Yeah.
when we were writing simply M underscore product color is equal to silver, then also
Hmm.
we were getting the same result, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And
Correct.
now adding this little bit length and extra text in the formula, we are getting the same result. But
Yes.
there must be some difference. There must be some difference. Which one is better to write, in your opinion?
Okay. Uh, from the execution point of view, there is no difference, because even if you don't write filter all this condition, the DAX formula is split into this filter condition, and then it actually gets executed. But the advantage of filter is not this. The filter's purpose comes in a different way, but it is internally executed like this. So
Okay.
advantage wise, there is no benefit you will get. So it is better to use directly the filter condition that m underscore products product color equals to silver to minimize the line of code.
Okay, yeah, because that's easy for someone who is starting with DEX to write it, because
Correct.
he looking like, okay, if function of Excel. Okay, he will think like I'm writing a if function of Excel. Okay,
Correct.
now I
Correct.
have one more question, follow-up question. Can you show me the tabular form of the product table? Let's
Yes.
apply
Yes.
two conditions. Okay, for product.
Yeah.
So here we have product color. Do we have some
Yeah.
other category which we can use to have two conditions?
Model name is there.
Yeah, so let's try to apply something for more than some price, maybe. Let's keep that way. We have product price.
For example, yeah, we have product price.
Yes. So let's put something which is black and product price is more than 50, whatever it is.
Okay. Okay. The two conditions.
Two conditions. I want black, but which are more than priced, more like which are priced more than 50 USD or AED, whatever is the condition. So how to write that thing?
Okay. So this multiple conditions, we can give it like here. Say I'll modify this black here. Total order quantity black and greater than uh, price greater than 50, right? Let's say here, and we will write and this two ampersands and say m underscore products product price
Yeah.
is greater than or equals to 50. Okay, and then give me the total order quantity for that.
Hi, Vinit, I have one question.
Yeah, Kar.
The double ampersand and double pipe and in
Yeah.
all three are
So
used for same purpose.
no.
No.
In and the double pipe, you can say they are used for the condition in for the or condition. Or
Okay.
so either of this or this.
Either black or silver, something like that. Okay, here we are saying black and priced more than 50. So both the conditions needs to be true.
Yeah. So both condition has to be true. So only those rows will be considered and taken into account to get the total order quantity.
Now, Vinith, here in place of double and, if I just put comma, will it work?
Yes,
Here
it will work.
multiple conditions, filter two conditions. But then in this case, yeah, it should. Yeah, because this comma is also for the two same conditions and condition. Filter one and filter two.
Just remove the ending bracket. Just remove the ending bracket in the formula.
This one.
Yeah, just remove it. Okay.
You want to see the condition?
No, the helping text. Yeah, look at the top, guys. The helping text is coming. Calculate some expression. It can be some summation of something, average of something, or whatever complex thing you want to do. Comma, filtering condition 1, filtering condition 2, filtering condition 3. You can keep on mentioning them with comma separator. But if you mention it like this, you can only achieve the end situation.
And situation.
You can never achieve something. Okay, product color is equal to black and comma product color is equal to silver. See, it means something which is black and silver, which will never be the case, right? Either it is black or either it is silver. So this simple comma will always give the results of AND situation when you want multiple things to be true. Okay.
Because if we write
you
like
want
this, it
multiple
will be
things. Yes.
So what would be the result for this one? Black and silver. Both is not possible. So if I say it's a blank.
Because in that particular row, either it will be written as black or it will be written as silver. Right? You cannot find two colors.
It has to be different categories, not in the same category.
Yes,
You
it has
cannot
to be
apply
two
it in the.
different columns. Yes.
Correct. See, this total order
I
quantity is
had
what?
used
The
this
sales of
comma option.
Mhm.
for same column with comma option would give you a blank result
Yes,
if you
correct.
have multiple conditions. But if you have a different condition, yes, that will be considered as OR, and if that condition is satisfied, you will get the
It will
result.
not be considered as OR, it will be considered as AND if you just use comma with different fields. Okay.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है, मेरे को समझ नहीं आया सर। ये मतलब क्लब होके आना चाहिए ना, ब्लैक ब्लैक एंड क्लब होके आना चाहिए
अच्छा,
डाटा।
ठीक है. Let me explain this. See here, in the table, this is our sales table. हम यहाँ पे we are taking the sum of this order quantity, correct? And we are just trying to apply the filter based on this product. Here the product key. So we are trying to apply the filter of this product key where the product key is black or silver. Right, that is one condition, or with the pipe or the in keyword which we have used. Now we are saying black and silver. So one product will have only one color. It will not be possible that this is black and silver both. Correct. So none of the rows will satisfy that condition because every product will have only one color. And with that condition, when we are writing here formula, yeah. So here when we are writing m underscore product color equals to black, and when the moment we set put comma, it becomes the and condition. It automatically becomes the and condition. And when we are saying product color equals to black, and then the product color is equals to silver as well. So none of the rows will satisfy that condition. Either the product is black or silver. Right? True? Good.
Okay. Vineet, I have one simple question since we were discussing that fact table. Can you go back to that table?
Yeah.
Maybe to explain Akash little better, can I bring the product color in this table?
Yes. Here also we can add a new column. We call it as calculated column, which you might have seen or even learned in the course. So here, let's say product color equals to, now here it's actually we want to bring in the product color from our product master, right? So in Excel, what we use normally to get some information which is being available in some other sheet or any other file, which function we use in Excel? VLOOKUP or index match or XLOOKUP, right? So here our VLOOKUP is related. Okay. So related, because we already have a relationship between the product master and our sales table. This is our related. So related information from which table? M underscore products table. Because your relation with the sales table could be different other tables. So which tables information you want to bring in? I want to bring the information of M underscore products. So M underscore products, which information you want to bring? I want to bring the product color. Okay, so if there is only one information in the other side, we have seen the relationship one to many. If there is only one value on the other side, you use the related. If there are multiple values there, like many to many or the other way around, if you want to bring in something, then related won't work. Then you need to use the function called related table, which we will cover later. But for now, this related and enter, and this will bring in your colors. So all the colors are there.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let me give you one more condition for all of you to think. Okay. I am having only order quantity here. How many quantities were ordered? But if someone asks what is the total value of the sales, then it cannot be done using the order quantity. We would need price also. Okay. So how to bring the price in this same table? So you can use the same related function, and rather than color, product color, you can say price. Give me the price from the product table. If you just change it here, it's product price. And then enter. It will bring for the same product, whatever is the price there.
But if it is different
Yes.
prices,
So
It
then
is
it will
different
not.
prices. It is only for silver. It is showing up when you drag in. Means you can see the values are
No, no.
different for all
He's
the products.
asking what if for the same product there are different prices? Then the relationship will
Okay.
anyway not work because the
So in
relationship
that
is
case,
many.
yeah, correct. So here you can see for every product, there is only one matching value in the product master. That's why it is one to many. Here, the product will be repeating again and again. That's why it is many. But in the product master, one product is coming only once. But if
for
you have,
normally price
yeah,
will be different for different customers sometimes. In that
Yes.
case, what?
same product.
Then
Yes,
you should use a combination of product and the customer. If that
correct.
kind of thing is there on the both sides, then uniqueness can be achieved.
Okay.
Okay. Like if we write the same thing on the product, m underscore product. Vinith, can you go to the m underscore product
Yeah,
table?
yeah, yeah.
And try to write order quantities in this table.
Here is our underscore product table.
Yeah.
So here, let's say I add a new column. So here is our order quantity. Okay, so here we want to get the order quantity and we want to take what? The sum of order quantity for that particular product, right? So we'll use first of all related table.
No, just first use related. Let us understand the why related will not function here.
Okay, so related and our table name is f underscore sales.
Now, did you see here itself? As soon as you
Visualizations does
write
not work.
related in the other table, you get some suggestions. Okay, these are the related possibilities. But here it is not giving any suggestions because there are so many possibilities for the similar product in the other table. That's why it is saying, no, I will not give any suggestions because I know I will not be correct. There are multiple options available there.
Correct.
So you can use related function only in the table which represents many items, not in the one items. One to many relationship. The relationship represents one and many on the other side. So you can fetch things from the other side where it is one to this table. But you cannot bring from many to one because that is a master table. When you do VLOOKUP, you write VLOOKUP and VLOOKUP is able to give you only one result. Same way, related function will only work when it is able to give you only one result, not multiple results. So that you need to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Beneath related table, let's skip it for now. Or like it will be too heavy.
Because that would be a little confusing. So that's why I'll not touch up right now. It's okay. Only thing is just keep in mind related to get the related information from it works as a VLOOKUP and that you can do it when there is a relationship you or the information you want to bring in from a master table where there is no repetition for that key which you are using. So whenever there is this asterisk is actually many side and this one is actually from the there is only one value coming over here. So when there is this kind of relationship in your model, then you can use the related function to bring in any column from this table into this table. but if vice versa is not possible using the related function. So always keep in mind related works when there is one-to-many relationship and you bring in the information at this master into the many side of the table. Only that way it works. Clear? Clear, guys?
Yep.
It
Yes.
might be little confusing for now, but
Yes.
again, when you practice a little bit, it will be clear. Okay. So related table will come later, some other day. Today, actually, I want to show you a difference of between this series, how this actually works. So let me show you that example again here. Let me remove this. So up to this total order quantity silver is clear, and this total order quantity silver 2 is actually nothing. This is actually filter all m underscore products per color. So this is the same formula written in a different way. So there is no difference. I will drag it over here. You get the same result. Now, I want to show you one example where actually I only want to show this value. Say this 3257 is what? Silver's total order quantity. But when it comes to blue, gray, multi, and silver, I should not show this 3257 against them. It is kind of misleading. Um, if there is nothing, I can give it as blank. If I only want to show the 3257 over here, I should only show 3257 against the silver, but remaining one should be blank. And for that, I can use it a different way of, let's say, I will bring in over here is this formula giving us the result. Now, let's focus over here in this formula. Let's try to understand it. It's very simple to understand actually when we compare it with our previous function. Okay, in the previous function, let's come over here. In the previous function, I said this 3257 is repeated every time because when there is a filter of black is applied to this, it is being cleared by this all function. This all function actually clears the filter of that product color if there is any, and then it applies its own filter of silver. That's why it doesn't matter which product color comes over here, it always shows you 3257 because I'm clearing out all filters. What if I don't write all over here? If I don't write all over here, then any filter which is coming to this figure, that filter will apply on that products table and it will first filter that data. So that means if I remove this all, first of all, this m underscore products will get filtered by black color. Then secondly, I'm trying to apply the filter that product color equals to silver. The same case, black and silver we tried. When an AND condition comes, then there is nothing, there is no row. So when there is nothing, when there is a black and then there is a silver, it should not show me anything. So if I remove this all from here, so that is our total order quantity silver 3. Here I removed that all function from this. That means whatever filter is being, whatever filtering by the slicer or by the visual is being applied on the row, that is being cleared out, and it is not clearing that filter, and I'm trying to apply the next filter which actually contradicting, and it is not giving me any result. That's why these rows are blank. But in the last row, this silver is applied by default to this m underscore products. Then after that, I'm trying to say that product color equals to silver, so which actually matches or which actually intersects, and I get some rows. That's why I'm getting the total for this 3257. Getting this functions difference, like how this total order quantity, where I'm just simply saying m underscore products color equals to silver, is actually this function. It actually splits into this function where the all function is automatically used to filter out, clear out all the filters which is automatically being applied to that table, and then apply my filter. But if I don't use this all function over here, that means now this works very different. In this case, any default filter applied from any source will be applied to the table. Apart from that, I'm trying to apply my second filter also. So if there is any common data which comes in between with both the filter condition, then only I will get some table to be calculated for the total order quantity. Otherwise, there will be nothing. That's why it is showing all blank for all other colors, but only for silver, it is giving us 3257. Clear, guys? DAX. So whatever we have covered in DAX today is understood, means clear from how it works internally, and like I tried to make it in simpler way to to you to understand how this actually filtering works and how we can control the filtering by changing this all by using this all function or the filter function or the and or conditions in the calculate function filter parameters. I think this would be enough for today to have an understanding on the DAC. And if you have any doubts, whatsoever we have covered so far in today's session, you can ask me.
Can I ask one question other than this topic regarding this?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
when I'm putting slices in your sheet is if you are showing black, blue, gray, multi, and select all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but when I'm putting, there is one is coming blank. How can I remove that blank?
Means there are multiple ways. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Akhilesh.
You got it?
Blank means there is something in the transaction table which is not matching in the master table or the lookup table. Generally, that's there is like result when blank is happy. Like what PowerBI is saying, that I don't have anything to show against this particular item. If something was there matching, then it would have shown that particular name or color or whatever category. But because it is not there in the list from where we are pulling something, that's why it is showing blank. So one thing which you should target is click on the blank and identify which are those items which are generating blank. And maybe you add those items in the master so that blank disappears.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. It's like blank here represents your hash and a error of VLOOKUP.
Okay. One more question. We can do means calculations in DAX. Okay. Without DAX, can we? I have one column of sales volume and sales quantity, sales cost, and cost of goods sold and profit, and I have a column of margin also. But when I'm putting what I call one card of profit margin, is only showing the sum of the margin, not the exact margin.
What is it, percentage column?
Yeah.
So then you cannot use the direct column. You have to use the measure for the percentage, because percentage is always weighted
percentage we
average.
have to use measure, right?
Yes.
Without measure, it is not possible, right?
No, because you can't say total of margins. You can't say average of margin. That may be closer to what you want, what is the exact number, but it will not be accurate. You can't say maximum of margin. You can't say minimum of margin. So when you drag directly, these are the only possibilities which are available.
Okay.
That's why for more flexibility, we go for measures.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
सर मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि पावर बीआई का यूज हम मतलब डैशबोर्ड बनाने के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं, तो ये डेक्स में इतनी कैलकुलेशन करने की क्या जरूरत पड़ रही है हमें, मतलब?
Because not everything will be available in the original data. Okay. Imagine you are having a data of 2-3 years, and someone asks how much is the growth with respect to 2023, and you have just one column for sales and another column for dates. Now you don't have 2023 directly, you don't have 2024 directly, right? So you need to calculate it. In pivot table, there are some inbuilt functionalities show values as, okay, that can be used. So that is nothing but some backend calculations which pivot table is doing rather than you doing. Okay. But if I have to write it here, let's say, I will share my screen, Vinay.
Yeah.
So how I will write? So first I need the sales of 2024, which is current year. I hope you can see my Excel.
Yes.
Yep.
So I will write current year is equal to calculate, because this allows me to feed some conditions. Calculate my order quantity measure, which I have already calculated, where year is equal to 2024. So out of that big column, which was having date-wise sales, this is date column, and this is, let's say, this was your main table, date and sales. And there were thousands or millions of lines. But because of this, it has separated out of those lines. It has only separated whatever belongs to 2024. Then we can write another measure, which will separate 2023. And then I can say, okay, my growth percentage will be simply take current year divided by last year minus 1. Whatever mathematical logic we want to apply, I can apply it. But if I don't have CY and LY directly, because I was only having these two columns, where is current year? Where is last year? So for those things, you need to do some calculation somewhere. And that's why we are using measures, because directly if I drag it, it will give me the combined sales of multiple years. If I bring year also in a particular table, it will give me a data something like this. Okay, year is equal to 2023, 2024, and then their respective sales, maybe 110, and here it may be 125. But this is just one single table. How to take ratio of these two? Difference. So for that, again, I have to do some calculation. Like Vineet was asking a simple question earlier, that what is the percentage contribution of any color? We were not able to do because it was just one single column of color and another column of the quantities. So we need to separate out, okay, what is my total of all the colors? And what is my total quantities of that individual color? Then I can take the ratio easily, because division is simple when there are two separate fields.
सर मतलब एक क्वेश्चन है, मतलब अगर मतलब वैसे सिली क्वेश्चन है कि ये सारी चीजें हम तो एक्सेल पे बहुत आसानी से बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से कर सकते हैं, तो हम फिर इसका पावर बीआई पे आके यूज क्यों करेंगे?
So Power BI brings you interactivity. Okay. Like this I tell again and again. Excel gives you flexibility. Okay.
और वो
But
भी
capabilities are less.
पावर बीआई पे आके फिर हमें डेक्स की इतनी मतलब कोडिंग और डिफिकल्ट बना रहे हैं, मतलब अगर
No, it is not difficult. Why we are coming to Power BI? Anyone? Why we are coming to Power BI? Shreyash, Kumar. What is the benefit which we get in Power BI?
मे बी विजुअलाइजेशन के लिए.
Not only visualization. Visualizations we also have here. We have a lot of visualizations.
For the presentation, a good idea that we can relate multiple tables and fetch value from different tables into one dashboard.
So here these visuals are there, but if I create two visuals, they don't interact with
You
each
are
other.
not sharing your screen.
Yes, sorry. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in Excel also, I'm having these visualizations. And most of the time in Power BI also we use similar ones. We don't use very different ones.
Yes.
But when I create a chart here, I will create a one column chart, let's say from here. This is the chart. I go and create it. Okay. And there's another chart which can be something else. When I click here, that other chart doesn't respond to this click. You need to keep.
It's not interactive.
So interactivity is the main thing which is missing in the Excel. It is only possible through slicers, but at a limited level. Okay. Now, let me open a dashboard for you. Something is open already, right? Yeah. This is there. Okay, totally empty. So if I bring some data here, participants, and let's go for transaction data and load. So I say two simple words. Excel is flexible. Okay. We can do anything cell by cell. Power BI doesn't have a concept of cells. Whatever you want to do, you have to do it for the full column. And that's why sometimes we would like to split that full column into, okay, year of 2023, year of 2024. So we will have to write these formulas. That is the only challenge. But because the interactivity and the other benefits, the security, row level security, the automatic refresh of the data from a system, all those things are so beneficial. That's why we switch to Power BI. Okay, that is the main reason. And Power BI is having 500 plus additional custom visuals also. 45 are there in the tool like Excel. There are 500 additional items which you can just plug and start working, which is not the case in Excel. Like I gave you task to find the custom visuals in Excel, right? Why? Because it is not available directly. While in case of Power BI, it is there. Okay. So here, I think you forgot the workshop which we had in May, first week. That's why, Akash. So here, if I bring sales and let's say by, what do we have? We have allocation.
Hi, Klesha here.
Yes, sure.
What I have seen in Power BI, I was just going through your videos from the previous week. I think I have joined. So good thing what I have seen here, Excel versus Power BI. In Excel, for example, if we just and we have a data of 10 rows, right? And we just apply some pivot tables or VLOOKUPs. So on so we have to go under multiple filters, and if you want to show something to management. But here in Power BI, what I have seen so far, on a single click, if we have this interactivity between all the graphs or all the tables, on a single click we can see all the data, as we can see on the your screen. If we select Abu Dhabi, in Abu Dhabi we will see the salesperson, each and everything. If we select or Muscat Oman, on the Oman, each and everything on the single click, each and everything will be available on the screen. I think this is the perfect
Correct.
what I have seen so far.
That's correct. Absolutely. That is what I wanted to show him. So we are having these two charts, right? We can create these charts easily in Excel using pivot tables or pivot charts or normal charts also. Okay. And then we can also bring slicers in Excel like this. Now, how slicers help? Slicers can help me to select, let's say, Dubai, and the Dubai related people are coming here. So that's very good of Excel. But this doesn't tell me what is important for me to click. This doesn't give me any insight. Which city should I click? Why Dubai? Why not something? Because I'm living in Dubai. That should not be criteria to click something, right? But coming here, this is showing me that this is Abu Dhabi is the highest. then Muscat is the second highest city. So that helps me to think. And then I would like to know more about Abu Dhabi. When I click Abu Dhabi, then it shows me, okay, these are the people who are working in Abu Dhabi. Or when I look at a particular person, or let's take not a salesperson, let's take something else which is common to all the people. Let's take, I would say, customer types. Okay. So when I click on Abu Dhabi, it gives me the sales in all the customer types only for Abu Dhabi. Now these charts are helping me to think as well as they are giving me the next level informations. So this interactivity is missing in Excel. I would not say missing, it is there. It's just that people don't know it, but it makes your Excel very slow. There's a concept known as Power View. It is there in Excel since 20, I would say 11 or 10. So when Power BI, when in, let's say if this is your number line, period, okay? Here, thickness, let me increase. This is 2010. I would just write 10, then 13, then 15. Okay, these are the different years, 2010, 2013. Here came Power Pivot, which was an additional or extended version of pivot table, which can accommodate more than 1 million rows, which can accommodate the relationships between 2 to 3 tables, which can talk to CSV, which can talk to text file, and it can talk to Access or SQL database. Then they bought, and there is a concept of Power View that was also introduced here, which is there. We have to activate it like Power Pivot. And their things are like Power BI interactive. But then it makes it like exploits all the resources of Excel and it doesn't let you do a lot of things. I find it very difficult to use. But the concept is same. Within Excel, you can get interactive report. Okay. Then in 2013, they came up with something known as Power Query, which helps us in data cleaning, extract data. Now extraction, this extended the capabilities of Power Pivot also. This added, okay, Salesforce, Microsoft Dynamics, SQL, SAP, Oracle. It added so many other data sources. Okay, so these things were there in Excel. Then in 2015, May, what Power BI did, Power BI was launched with combination of these three functionalities. So it is effectively your Excel extended version with more capabilities. Okay. That's why everyone is switching to Power BI. Yes. Shall we close the call? If any other questions are there, urgent questions, please shoot.
Sir, I created a dashboard for.
Sorry?
I created a dashboard for that call center data, sir.
Okay, share it in the group. Okay,
Okay.
Kumar? Yeah, share it in the
Okay,
group.
sir.
I would say don't share it. Let everyone create it. We will issue a document by tomorrow. Okay. Muthu will share it in the group and then everyone needs to create it by next. Okay, we will not have doubt session next week, guys. Okay. Eid holiday is there and both me and Vineet will be traveling for some other learnings. We also need to learn so that we can teach you. Okay. So next week there will be no doubt session and we'll try to make it up with some other session somewhere. Okay. But so next week you take your time to create that sample dashboard on the call center data. Muthu will share the document by tomorrow. What all things needs to be there. We will not give you any direction other than the text. You have to think what visualizations, what all measures you need to do, what formatting you need to apply. Okay, think on your own. And then we will discuss maybe one or two good ones in the upcoming sessions. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, you're in Mumbai on 13th?
Yes, I will be in Mumbai.
I am landing on 13th morning.
किस एरिया में?
Mumbai में I stay in Dombivli. But
I am in Powai. We will be in Powai.
Powai. Okay.
मुंबई क्यों? दुबई में मिल लेंगे ना यार. मुंबई क्यों जा रहे हैं मिलने के लिए?
हाँ नहीं हमारे तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हम दुबई में मिल सकते हैं.
Yes. Okay. Because we
Yeah.
will be like this kind of conference which we are attending, it is like from morning 8 until 11 p.m.
Yeah.
तो हमको भी नहीं मिलता है उसमें कुछ.
Oh, 11 p.m. Okay.
11 p.m. Sometimes it goes until 1 or 2 also. सिर्फ खाना खाने का टाइम देते हुए
Okay.
बाकी कुछ नहीं. Okay.
Too much. Yeah.
But
No
that's
problem.
good.
We can catch up anytime here.
Okay.
You don't have any plan to visit Saudi Arabia?
May, probably in May. Which city
In
you are
May.
in?
I am from Jeddah.
Jeddah. Jeddah, I went in Jan. I will be visiting, I think, Riyadh. I have a training for L'Oreal in May. 2 batches are there. So then I will probably visit Riyadh. Not yet confirmed, but mostly.
Riyadh is very far from Jeddah,
I
like
know.
Kolkata to Mumbai. Yeah.
I know. But for us, it is Saudi, right?
Yeah, it's Saudi.
Okay.
Okay.
But you guys can come to Dubai, right? During the Eid.
Usually, I am traveling to Dubai. Last month also I went there.
Yeah. Because
I
some
have
of
few
my
close.
one-to-one
Yeah.
students also